is upon us. We're going to go for these, well, what is probably going to be the future of Formula 1, I'd guess. Formula Race, all the electric open wheelers. This one is a Renault one I'm going for this for, and it's, you get 100 gold as well. Nice little intro. Now we've got no idea what these are going to be like, obviously. When you look at the specs, they don't look particularly good. But when we had the Renault Desire, or Desire, whatever you call it, that looked terrible on specs, but that was actually pretty good to drive. So hopefully this will be a, you know, improvement, obviously, on those, a race going version of that, perhaps. No, I'd imagine we're going to be at Hong Kong for most of this. 3 goals initially, first day. Formula E cars are a little different, all electric and built for short courses. So they're obviously got to be, although the specs don't say it, they've got to be about acceleration and grip, I would guess. They can get a little getting used to. I actually do struggle quite a lot when I'm getting used to new things on this game. Right, so the first one is a head-to-head. Obviously the usual thing, they're going to lend you at the start with. If you win it, you get to keep it. Right, now upgrades wise, there's 29 upgrades, which is a lot. Now I've heard that it's well over 1,000 gold per car to fully upgrade it. So I'm going to try and do this in a reasonable amount of upgrades, probably less than what I normally do. Right, so 85,000 for that to start with, which is quite expensive, I would say, to start with. Very expensive. So you're going to look at probably an average of 75,000 for the first lot. I can guarantee the second lot are all going to be gold. So I'll do the first round of racing dollars. I'm going to do the next lot of gold, and then whatever after that is racing dollars. I'm going to try and do this with a few less upgrades than I've been doing it. A few people obviously said that obviously where I'm sort of in a bit of a luxury, that I've got a fair old bit of racing dollars and gold, obviously. It's not quite a fair reflection on what most people have got, so I'm going to try and do it on a bit less this time. But I'm not going to be going to do that dumbing down the robots and all that sort of stuff, because that just defeats the whole object of doing it in the first place. So I won't be doing that. I'll see how far I can get, you know, as cheap as I can get, and then I'll perhaps, what should I do from there? I'll just, if I have to upgrade it, then I'll upgrade it as and when I think I have to. But I'm going to try and do it cheap on this one. I'd imagine they're going to sound horrid. That's quite a bright old looking, a bit girly that one, isn't it? That mauvey looking thing. Oh! I got them on a tube train. Right, so not as good grip as I was expecting. Ooh, not very good turning. Slow. Next stop, embankment. Change here for Waterloo. Slow. Slow. Horrible grip. Horrible noise. Quite nice tyres though. Oh, sounds knackered. Come on, Santos, hurry up. for those of you, obviously most of you are going to use the chase view. Don't know how you do it in these cars, particularly in the normal road going cars. It's not so bad, but these especially, and oh, it's all gone quiet. I mean, that is just so unrealistic. I just don't know how you even play the game like this. I honestly don't know how you do it. Not really the fact that it just is, for me, extremely difficult to drive, but it's just nothing like driving a car. Right, that actually looks quite nice now, being fair. Well, I think I might restart it and have a go in that. Now that looks like a race car. Yeah, we know Santos has beat me. Now that looks, that is a nice view. Still sounds hideous. How many gears we got? So that thing in the gear between the... I've only got one gear then. Well, if you've only got one gear, what... Oh my god. What is the point of having a number saying you're in first, I wonder? I don't know. Perhaps it goes into reverse. Well, I don't honestly see the point of having one and R. It might just say 1 and D or whatever. What are these other things here we got? So the top one is the revs. Second one is your lap time. Next one is your speed in kph. Next one you got on the left is 48 and 52. That must have something to do with the battery regenerating, I suppose. Right, so I'm actually going to try and drive it this time. This is obviously really just having a look at the car and see what we think about it, really. Get that girly thing out of it. Right, so this thing, first impression, to spend, and bearing in mind there are 3 of these and they're all quite similar spec, to spend over 1,000 gold to fully upgrade it, you have got to have a lot of gold to spend on this car. Might be one of them that grows on me, but I think, to be honest, for me it's got to improve and change dynamics totally from what it is when you first get it, because that is nothing short of rubbish, really. It looks quite a nice cockpit view, but everything else about it was hideous. But I've got an idea the design wasn't very good to start with, but when you got some upgrades on it, it was a really good little car.